While many leaders across the continent are known for making promises, one African president is gaining admiration for something far more powerful: action. Captain Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso is proving himself to be more than just a head of state. In a remarkably short time, he has rolled up his sleeves and launched a wave of transformational projects that are redefining the country's future. From manufacturing to agriculture, infrastructure to economic policy, Traore is quietly but boldly turning Burkina Faso into a self-reliant industrial force. His impact is being felt not just within national borders, but across Africa and the diaspora, as people look on in awe at what focused, courageous leadership can achieve. One of the most visible aspects of this transformation is the rapid industrial development sweeping across the country. Factories are springing up, many for the first time in Burkina Faso's history, and they are already reshaping the economy. 2 tomato processing plants, Sofato in Yako and Sobto in Bobo Dioulasso, are now handling thousands of tons of locally grown tomatoes. This has dramatically reduced the country's dependence on imported tomato paste, while also boosting incomes for local farmers. For the first time ever, Burkina Faso is also producing its own wheat flour entirely from local sources, thanks to the launch of the Moulin Double Star factory and expanded support for domestic wheat cultivation. In the cotton sector, a new processing plant and the establishment of a national support center for artisanal cotton are helping farmers move up the value chain from raw cotton to finished textiles, right at home. And when it comes to gold, the country reached a major milestone in 2023 by opening its first national gold refinery. Capable of processing up to 400 kilograms of gold daily, the facility not only boosts state revenue, but also ends the long-standing practice of exporting raw gold. It will also include a jewelry production center and serve as the headquarters for national mining oversight. Further industrial growth can be seen in the construction sector, with the Sisinob cement factory in Laongo producing 2,000 tons of cement daily using eco-friendly technology. In the agro-processing space, La Belle Usine in Bobo Dioulasso is set to process 2,000 tons of cashews and 1,500 tons of mangoes every year. This factory alone is creating over 1,000 jobs and includes thoughtful amenities like an on-site daycare and a canteen for workers. On a much larger scale, a $253 million logistics and trade hub is under construction, complete with dry ports, highways, railway links, and warehouses, all aimed at reducing reliance on coastal countries for exports and imports. Infrastructure, especially road development, is another area where Traore's leadership is making history. Roads are not just for transport. They're arteries for trade, healthcare, and national unity. The Faso Mabo initiative aims to build up to 5,000 kilometers of roads each year, marking the most ambitious infrastructure drive in Burkina Faso's history. A $320 million investment package is already funding major projects, such as the Bobo Dioulasso Ivory Coast Border Highway, the Enwari-Dibo Road, and upgrades to the Ruya Corridor. These projects are paving previously inaccessible areas and widening key highways, effectively unlocking entire regions for development. At the heart of national resilience is agriculture, and Traore understands its importance. More than 400 tractors, over 700 motor pumps, and large volumes of modern farming inputs have been distributed to support farmers across the country. The results speak for themselves. Tomato production has risen from 315,000 to 360,000 tons. Millet has grown from 907,000 to over 1.1 million tons, and rice production has increased from 280,000 to 380,000 tons. 326,000 tons. With new processing centers and modernized practices, rural communities are experiencing a shift from subsistence farming to sustainable prosperity. Healthcare and urban renewal are also being prioritized. A state-of-the-art university hospital is under construction in Bobo Dioulasso, aimed at improving access to specialized healthcare services. Mobile clinics are now reaching remote villages that previously had no medical access. Meanwhile, urban redevelopment projects are upgrading housing, sanitation, and public infrastructure in major towns and cities. Perhaps one of the most defining aspects of Traore's leadership is his economic philosophy, centered on sovereignty and dignity. He has rejected loans from the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank, choosing instead to chart an independent path. In a bold move, he slashed the salaries of ministers and members of parliament by 30%, while giving civil servants a 50% pay rise. Local debts have been paid off, and foreign military presence has been removed, signaling a clear commitment to reclaiming national autonomy. Even the courtroom has been decolonized. Judges and lawyers no longer wear colonial-era wigs and gowns, but instead don traditional Burkinabe attire, reinforcing pride in local culture. Captain Ibrahim Traore's leadership is redefining what is possible in Africa. From factories and farms to gold refineries and highways, he is not just talking about development, he is building it. Each new brick laid and each road paved represents a commitment to an independent, self-sufficient, and dignified Burkina Faso. His work is becoming a blueprint for African nations. Develop from within, empower your people, and reclaim your future. That is why more and more people are saying, he's not just talking, he's doing. If this story of transformation inspires you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this message. Let's amplify the voices of African progress and celebrate leaders who lead by action. What do you think other African leaders can learn from Ibrahim Traore?